Dr. Gitanjali Sharma, Director, National Food Laboratory. Professor P.K. Mani, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, BCKV. Professor Subhra Mukherjee, Director of Research, BCKV. Dr. J.C. Das, Chief Medical Officer, Nodia, Government of West Bengal. And Deputy CMOH, Dr. R.K. Das, Government of West Bengal, Nodia. Professor R.K. Kole, Raman Kumar Kole, Head, Department of Agricultural Chemicals. And myself. It's a self-proclaimed declaration. Okay, be seated. Now, this is the time to welcome and felicitate our honored guests on dais. And before that, I'm extending my gratitude, my respect to Professor Ashim Choudhury. Please, big round of applause. The legendary person, our teacher, is thus, my colleagues, my beloved students. Now, this is the time to welcome and felicitate our honorable guests on dais. First, Dr. Ashok Kumar Patra, Honorable Vice Chancellor. I'm inviting Professor Hemant Banerjee to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashok Kumar Patra. He is the source of anything happening here, source of inspiration to all of us. Now, we welcome Sri Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety, Government of West Bengal, by our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Now, our Honorable Vice Chancellor will welcome and felicitate Sri Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety, Government of West Bengal. Big round of applause. And again, may I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor to welcome Dr. Gitanjali Sharma, Director, National Food Laboratory. National Food Laboratory, Dr. Gitanjali Sharma. Now, I'll request Professor Raman Kole to welcome Professor P.K. Mani, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture. Professor Kole. May I invite again Professor Hemant Banerjee to welcome Professor Subhra Mukherjee, Director of Research, BCKV. Now may I request Professor Subhra Mukherjee, Director of Research, to welcome and felicitate Dr. J.C. Das, CMOH, Nodia, Government of West Bengal. Big round of applause, please. Professor Mukherjee, may you extend your help to welcome Deputy CMOH, Food Safety, Cell, Nodia, Dr. R.K. Das. Once more, please. আমি করতে বলে দাও প্রফেসর
Now, I am requesting Professor R.K. Kole to welcome and felicitate Professor S.K. Acharya, Dean Postgraduate Studies.
আমাকে করবো
And only.
Okay, fine. That's a glorious moment. Okay. Now it's my turn to welcome Professor Raman Kole, please. And I'll do the honor. It's my honor also. World Food Safety Day. It's a really glorious day. Huge challenges and huge responsibilities are there around us. And as you know that food safety, nutrition, and food security are inextricably orchestrated to each other. Now this is the time. I think now this is the time on behalf of the Food Safety Cell, Nodia, they will be welcoming Sri Amitabh Datta. Food Safety Cell Nodia, by Dr. J.C. Das. Dr. J.C. Das will welcome Sri Amitabh Datta. Dr. J.C. Das, CMOH, Nodia. And I'm inviting Dr. R.K. Das, Deputy CMOH, to welcome Dr. Gitanjali Sharma on behalf of the Food Safety Cell, Nodia. But I think illuminating light and igniting mind, they're the same thing. They are correlated with each other. So this is the time when I'm cordially inviting all the august guests on dais to please come down and for illuminations of our lamp. And at the same time, it will be, I think, supported by invocation by our students. Please, I'm inviting everyone to come down to the dais and to light the lamp. So lighting of the lamp and invocation will isochronously be served. Thank you. Please start.
Sangachadvam Sangvadadvam Sangho Manangsi Janatam Sangachadvam Sangvadadvam Sangho Manangsi Janatam Samano mantra samiti samani Samano mantra samiti samani Samanang manasah chitta mesha Sangachadvam Sangvadadvam Sangho Manangsi Janatam Samaniva Akuti Samana Hridayaniva Samaniva Akuti Samana Hridayaniva Samanamastu vo mano yathava susahasati Sangachadvam Sangvadadvam Sangho Manangsi Janatam তোমরা মিলিত হও তোমরা বাক্যে বলো তোমরা একে অপরের মনকে জানো তোমাদের মন্ত্র এক সিদ্ধি এক চিত্ত এক হোক তোমাদের মন এমনই সমান হোক যাহাতে তোমাদের মিলন সুন্দর হয় নমস্কার
So it's a great occasion, lighting of the lamp led by our Honorable Vice Chancellor and the august guests on dais, students and our colleagues. All have come together for a great reason. 600 million of the world population, they are affected every year due to the food contamination. 600 millions, out of which 4,20,000 are killed every year. Wrong food, contaminated food. And of this 4,20,000, 1,25,000 are children below 5. There are 200 types of food contamination and disease health disorders. Really a great challenge. We are heading for 2050 to produce 550 million tons of food grains, but quantity does not speak. We have to ensure food safety and security. That's why we are all here. Now, may I invite Professor P.K. Mani, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, BCKV, to place his welcome address. Please be said.
Thank you, sir. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I extend warm greetings to all of you. I heartily welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashok Patro, for his gracious presence. Sir, your presence really vibrant to this gathering. And I cordially welcome our chief guest of today's program, Dr. Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety and Additional Secretary, Department of Health and Family Welfare. And I am extremely feel privileged to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Gitanjali Sharma, Director, National Food Laboratory. And I also feel honored to welcome Dr. J.C. Das, CMOH, and Dr. R.K. Das, Deputy CMOH and DO. So, and in my dais, I extend my warm greetings to our distinguished colleagues, Dr. Shubhra Mukherjee, Director of Research, Dr. Shankar Acharya, Dean Postgraduate Studies, Dr. Kole, Head of the Department. But it's my privilege to honor, and I also feel proud to welcome our beloved teacher, Professor Ashim Choudhury. He was the former head of the department and founder head also. And later he joined in Calcutta University as a Acharya PC Ray professor at Calcutta University. He was one of the illustrious professor of our department. During his time, this department of Agrochemicals attains a zenith, and it is due to a tremendous dynamic leadership by Professor Choudhury and Professor Narayan Aditya Choudhury. So this is a very, very prestigious department, and it carries a lot of laurels to our university. Personally, I am very much interested for that subject, agricultural chemistry. I like this subject. So I feel really honored to welcome, sir. Thank you, sir, for your gracious presence. I welcome our notable students, Rahul Mondal and Shushovan Das, for their presence. And I express gratitude to all of the food safety officers, Nodia, and all the university officials, deans, DSW, Director of Extension Educations, HODs, and beloved students, ladies and gentlemen, and press and media. So today we are observing World Food Safety Day. Generally, it is observed on 7th June, but due to some various reasons, we have bound to celebrate today. So that is 9th June. And the theme of the World Food Safety Day is Science, Food Safety, Science in Action. So what is science? That we have to find out in this program, Food Safety Program. Science is to understand how the food make unsafe, and science is how to prevent foodborne diseases. So these are the aspects for scientific study of this food safety program. And one thing we should remember, that food safety, food nutrition, and food security are inextricably related. That is, we cannot distinguish. It is an indistinguishable, intertwined. And now the question comes to my mind, why it is important to celebrate? As few minutes ago, Professor Acharya rightly pointed out that 60 crore people suffers from foodborne diseases, and out of which 4.25 lakh people die everywhere across the globe. So imagine the situations, why we are interested. So if we know the details of food safety mechanisms and how to avoid them, so we will be happier. Otherwise, if we have ignorance, then we have to spend a lot of money at South India. So we have to go Vellore and other hospitals, etc. So it is a very painful that from West Bengal you have to go South India for your treatment due to consumption of junk foods and all others. All the students pay for biryani, chili chicken, Maggi, that means other things, also ice creams, etc. So you may take, but you take a proper branded company, not the ordinary or street vendors. And contaminated food consumption, it causes more than 200 types of illness, ranging from diarrhea to cancer. So imagine its gravity. Now, what are the expectations of this study, this celebration? We are expecting to raise awareness among the students, staffs, colleagues, teachers, and also the local people, and also the media people, to aware that this is a very, very serious issue, and translate science into action through practical demonstrations. In the first session, you have learned that all the food safety officers demonstrated what are the ways and means to detect this food contamination, etc. So that was an unique chapter, a unique experience to all of us. So thank you all the food safety officers for coming here, and also a very attractive quiz contest. It really fascinates my mind, and we have cleared some our doubts or ignorance. And for that matter, we need a collaborative approaches among all the sectors like government sectors, producers, regulators, and consumers. And food safety is crucial in achieving UNO Sustainable Development Goal. There are 3 sustainable goals which directly supports this food safety. Number 1, SDG 2, that is zero hunger. SDG 3, that is good health and well-being. And a Sustainable Development Goal number 12, responsible consumption and productions. Now, I can highlight 1 or 2 issues like your milk. You will be astonished to know that 8 billion people consumes milk and milk products across the globe. So you may not like milk, but you like ice cream, sweets, curds, etc., etc. So and chocolate also. So there are so many products we consume daily. So for that matter, we should know what are the adulterants in milk and how to check this. So we have to encourage good animal husbandry practice and good hygiene practice for milk. For fruits and vegetables, follow green horticultural practices and green hygienic practices to promote implications of Codex Alimentarius codes of practice. For meat and fishery, use Codex code of products. And also, while buying in a market, it should be safe and healthy shopping environment. So today's celebration is hosted by BCKV, and it is fully supported and participated by Commission of Food Supply, Food Safety Cell Nodia, National Food Laboratory Government of India, and FSSAI, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, and BCKV and is the right platform to fulfill its expectation of Food Safety Day. So let us take pledge as directives from DG FAO. We need to accelerate the transformation of global agri-food systems to be more efficient, more inclusive, more resilient, and more sustainable. Let us put science into action for food safety and food security for all. So with these few words, I welcome once again all of you. Thanking you.
I am requesting my beloved students, please take your seat. Don't follow, just don't move in a chaotic manner, please.
Das, serving as the Food Safety Officers, Government of West Bengal, BCKV officials, registers, controller, deans, directors, teachers, students, non-teaching staff, press, and media. It is a true privilege to address you all on this important occasions, World Food Safety Day, celebrated every year on June 7th. This year serves as a global reminder of the importance of food safety and its direct impact on human health, economic prosperity, and sustainable development. As we gather here today, we are not just observing a day, we are acknowledging a cause that is vital to our collective future, the safety of the food we consume. Food safety, in its essence, is about ensuring that the food we consuming is free from harmful substances that could jeopardize our health. It's not just about the food we eat today, but ensuring the long-term sustainability of safe food systems. With millions of people worldwide suffering from foodborne diseases each year, food safety is a critical public health issue. It is a multidimensional concept that affects agriculture, trade, tourism, the economy, and most importantly, human well-being. This year, the theme of World Food Safety Day is Food Safety, Science in Action. It's a powerful reminder of the role of scientific research and evidence-based practices in ensuring the safety of food, from the applications of advancement in technologies in agriculture and food processing to the regulations of food safety standards. Science is the cornerstones of food safety efforts across the globe. It is a shared responsibilities of one it is a one sector or one organization or even one nation. It is a shared responsibilities that spans government, food producers, business operators, and consumers. Each one of us plays a vital role in ensuring that the food we produce, handle, and consume meets the highest standards of safety. From the farm to the table, the entire food supply chain must work in concert to reduce foodborne risks. As a research institutions of the strong legacy in agriculture development, Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya has been at the forefront of efforts to address food safety challenges. Since its inception, BCKV has contributed significantly to ensuring food sufficiency in India and to advancing agricultural practices that prioritize both quality and safety. BCKV, we have always been committed to the idea that food safety is fundamental to sustainable agricultural system. Over the years, we have made significant strides in ensuring that food safety is not an afterthought, but an integrated part of the agricultural and food production system. Now, I will come just one point wise, 1 or 2 points, just organic farming and certifications. We believe that one of the key ways to promote food safety is through organic farming, which minimize the use of harmful synthetic chemicals and promote soil health. BCKV has been a pioneer in developing organic farming system that reduce pesticide residues in food. Our organic Bengal aromatic rice-based cropping system is a prime example of how organic practices can improve food safety while also promoting sustainability. Moreover, the university certifications of organic milled aromatic rice from varieties such as Govindabhog, Radha Tilak, and Radhani Pagol exemplifies our commitment to food safety and consumer health. We also offer an integrated farming system based on organic farming, which enhances food safety through ecological farming practices. Processing, preservations, and safety. Food processing and preservations are equally crucial when it comes to ensuring food safety. The Department of Food Engineering, DCKV, plays a pivotal role in advancing technologies that promote hygiene food processing. These efforts ensure that the food we consume retains its nutritional value while also being safe to eat. Our Department of Post-Harvest Engineering and Post-Harvest Technology are working tirelessly to develop safe processing and storage methods for agricultural products by focusing on value addition and food safety in post-harvest processes. We are making sure that food remains nutritious, safe, and free from contaminants from harvest all the way to the consumers. Now, monitoring is another important factor for toxic chemicals. Toxic chemicals such as pesticides and heavy metals pose significant risks to food safety. At BCKV, we have taken extensive measures to monitor and manage these chemicals in food supply. Our research on pesticide residues, arsenic contaminations, and other hazardous substances in food is helping to make safer agricultural practices in India. The project Arsenic in the Food Chain, Cause, Effect, and Mitigation, which was first initiated in 1998, has been a pioneering study identifying the risk associated with arsenic intake through contaminated food and water. Furthermore, our research on the management of toxic chemicals in crops, soils, and water helping us mitigate the risk of contamination in food. The university's works in producing biopesticides is a step forward towards reducing the reliance on chemical pesticides, further promoting safe food. Now, biopesticides, biofertilizer is another important our important corners to combat the dangers of chemical pesticides. Now, BCKV has taken significant steps towards producing and promoting biopesticides and biofertilizers. The agrochemical formulations laboratory at BCKV has made significant progress in developing botanical pesticide formulations which are not only safer for the environment but also safer to consumers. This commitment to natural alternatives reflects the growing need for more sustainable agricultural practices that protect both the food supply and the environment. Our biopesticide production has been recognized as a crucial initiative in ensuring that crops are protected without compromising the safety of the food produced. Collaborations for stronger food safety practices, the role of, I have already mentioned the role of collaborations can be understood in the pursuit of enhanced food safety. This event is a treatment to the collaborative efforts between the food safety wing of Government of West Bengal, the food safety cell of Nadia district, the National Food Laboratory and BCKV. By joining forces with these esteemed organizations, we are ensuring that our research and practices have a broader impact, benefiting not only our region but the entire nation. We must continue to strengthen the links between scientific research, policy making, and industry practices. By fostering these partnerships, we can ensure that the progress we make today in food safety is sustainable and impactful for generations to come. As we reflect on the progress we have made, it is clear that the road ahead will require continuous innovation, vigilance, and collaborations. We need to prioritize research, ensure the adoptions of food safety standards, and advocate for consumers' education. Our goal must be to reduce the global burden of foodborne diseases and make food safety a top priority in public health agendas worldwide. I urge all of you here today, whether in research, production, policy, or simply as consumers, to recognize that food safety is everyone's business. Let us continue to collaborate, innovate, and lead by examples. Now ensures its safety, grow it safety, keep it safe, eat it safe, team up for safety. In closing, let me remind you that food safety is not just a day-to necessity. It is a vital component of global public health and sustainable development. Let us take the necessary steps today to ensure that the food of tomorrow is safe, nutritious, and beneficial for all. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Mukherjee, our Director of Research, for setting the entire discourse with terrains and trajectory. Your many inputs. Thank you, Professor Mukherjee. Now may I invite Dr. J.C. Das, Chief Medical Officer of Health, Nadia District, for his comments. Dr. Das, please be here.
It's my proud privilege to speak in front of this august audience regarding a subject which is more important day by day, not only in our country but also throughout the world, that is the World's Food Safety Day. তো আমি এখানে ইংলিশ এবং বাংলা দুটোতেই আমি বলবো এ সম্বন্ধে ফ্রম হেলথ পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউ অনেক কিছু বলার আছে। এখানে আমাদের যারা শিক্ষক সমতুল্য রয়েছেন এবং আমার বিলাভেড স্টুডেন্টস এখানে যারা রয়েছেন তাদেরকে আমি একটা যে শব্দ বলতে চাই, বি সি ডি। বি মানে বার্থ, সি হচ্ছে একটা মাঝখানের জিনিস গোল গোল দেখতে, আর ডি মানে ডেথ। জন্মিলে মরিতে হবে, ডেথ ইজ ইনএভিটেবল যদি আমরা জন্মাই। কিন্তু এই বি আর ডি, বার্থ এবং ডেথের মধ্যে লেন্থ অফ পিরিয়ড আমরা বড় করতে পারি। আমার নিজস্ব ব্যাপার, এটা তোমাদের নিজস্ব ব্যাপার। হোয়াট ইজ দ্যাট? দ্যাট ইজ, নাম্বার 1 is lifestyle, নাম্বার 2 is food habit। আমরা 60-এর দশকের লোক, আমি অন্তত এটা খেয়েছি, সেই খাবার আমাদের পেস্টিসাইড, ইউরিয়া, খাবার থাকতে ভাই, আমি দেখিও নি। ফ্র্যাঙ্কলি স্পিকিং, আমরা জৈব সার দেওয়া খাবার খেয়েছি, জমি থেকে মূলো তুলে এরকম লাল মূলো জল দিয়ে ধুয়ে জাস্ট শশার মতন কামড়ে কামড়ে খেয়েছি। আমাদের অসুখ বিসুখ কিন্তু অত হয়নি। সাইলেন্ট প্লিজ। My beloved students, concentration is one of the important thing, because we are lacking today মানে intolerance of habit। আমাদের এতই কম হয়ে গেছে কোনো কিছু শোনার জন্য, 10 মিনিট আমরা কারুর কোনো কথা শোনার অপেক্ষা করতে পারি না। মাইন্ডের concentration is necessary in all cases, in practices, in delivery of lecture, in delivery of culture, in delivery of cooking, in delivery of dressing, in all aspects. And truth, and behavior, and confidence. Without your good behavior, you cannot fulfill your aim in life. এম থাকতে হবে, মানুষকে সাহসিকতার সঙ্গে চলতে হবে। বর্তমান যুগে যেটা আমার বলার কথা সেটা বলছি। আমরা বলছি হেলদি খাবার খাও, আমরা বলছি ব্যালেন্সড ডায়েট খাও, আমরা বলছি যে যে জলটা খাচ্ছ সেটা যেন পোর্টেবল ওয়াটার হয়। তাহলে যে যে জিনিসগুলো আমাদের দরকার, যে যে জিনিসগুলো আমাদের প্রয়োজন, সেই ব্যবস্থাপনা আমাদের আছে কি? বা আমরা তাদেরকে উৎসাহিত করি বিভিন্ন দিক দিয়ে, ঠিকভাবে ওইভাবেই চলো। আমাদের কিন্তু পুরোপুরি ব্যবস্থাপনা, সত্যিকারের কথা বলছি আমি, 19 দশকের মধ্যেও আমাদের কিন্তু অত রকম ফুড সেফটি নিয়ে আমরা কিন্তু অত চিন্তা ভাবনা করিনি। এখন আমাদের ফুড সেফটি ডিপার্টমেন্ট আছে, আমাদের কমিশন আছে, আমাদের ফুড সেফটি হুইলস আছে, আমাদের একটা গাড়ি আছে, আমাদের এফএসও রয়েছে, ফুড সেফটি অফিসার আছে, যারা এক একটা এলাকায় তারা নিয়ন্ত্রণ করে যে কোন খাবার কি, মিষ্টি থেকে শুরু করে, ধান থেকে শুরু করে, চাল থেকে শুরু করে, মাছ থেকে শুরু করে, মাংস থেকে শুরু করে, ডিম থেকে শুরু করে, তরমুজ থেকে শুরু করে। তরমুজের মধ্যে যে লাল রংটা দেখা যায়, এটা কিন্তু অরিজিনাল তরমুজ নাও হতে পারে। ওটাকে কেটে স্পট আমাদের এফওসেরা যারা রয়েছে, তুলো দিয়ে একটু ঘষলেই তুলোতে যদি লাল রং উঠে আসে, তাহলে বুঝতে হবে ওটা ইনজেকশন দেওয়া আছে লাল। দেখতে ভারী সুন্দর, খেতে ভারী সুন্দর, গরমের মধ্যে ভালো লাগে, কার্সিনোজেন। ওটাকে আটকাবো। ডিম সমস্যা, মাছেও সমস্যা। এই যে শিং মাগুর, জিওল মাছ বলে, কোন ভাষায় অন্য কিছু, অনেক কিছু বলে, এগুলো তো চাষ করা হচ্ছে, এগুলো তো ইনজেকশন দেওয়া হচ্ছে। মুরগি, এগুলোতেও তো ইনজেকশন দেওয়া হচ্ছে, গ্রোথ হরমোন, আরো কি কি জিনিস, আমি এই ব্যাপারে তো জানি না। I am a doctor, I know the treatment, I know the disease process, nothing else. Exact source and how the entry point, I do not know. But food is one of the important thing which remains the safety and safety in all aspect, from pesticide, from virus, bacteria, parasites, everywhere. আমরা এই যে মাংস খাচ্ছি, আমরা ভাবছি যে আজকে একটু মাটন খাবো, ভালো মাটন নিয়ে আসো। সেটা কি সত্যিকারের ভালো মাটন? আজকাল খাসি চাষ করা হয়, দোয়েল পাখি চাষ করা হয়, চাষ করে বিক্রি করে, কোয়েল মানে চাষ করা হয় এবং সেটা বিক্রি করে। কোয়েল আপনি রোড সাইডে হাই রোডে চলে যান, যে কোনো ভালো ধাবায় থামুন, দুটো রুটি আর কোয়েলের মাংস পেয়ে যাবেন। কাজেই আমাদের যে মানে ডিএম এর এন্ড থেকে এবং হেলথের পয়েন্ট থেকে আমাদের এফএসও এবং উইথ দ্য হেল্প অফ পুলিশ আমরা কিন্তু ঘি থেকে শুরু করে, শান্তিপুরের ঘি খুব নাম করা ঘি, আপনারা শুনেছেন এবং খান, অনেকেই খান। শান্তিপুরের ঘি কিন্তু এরকম আছে, কিছু কিছু ঘি ওই সলতা জলে, কিছু কিছু যাই হোক, সেই শান্তিপুরে গিয়ে আমরা অনেক টাকার আমাদের ফাইনের সিস্টেম আছে, এইগুলো সিস্টেম ওয়াইজ যারা আছেন তারা সেই কথা বলবেন। তবে খাদ্য সম্বন্ধে সচেতন যদি আমরা না থাকি, তাহলে আমাদের যে হিউম্যান হেলথ এবং ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ যে আকারে হচ্ছে আমাদের বিশ্বকে, বিশ্বের যে মানুষ 2030 সালে, আমি কথা দিয়ে যাচ্ছি, আপনারা ডায়েরিতে লিখে রাখতে পারেন, 2030 সালে আপনারা বুঝবেন যে every infectious disease will come in the epidemic way due to climate change, due to food habits, due to food contamination and water war, tug of war for water, জলের জন্য। So environmental আরো পরিবর্তন হবে। ঠিক আছে, আমাদের সময় তো বেশি নেই, না হলে আরো কিছু আমার এন্ড থেকে বলার থাকতো ফ্রম দ্য এন্ড অফ মেডিকেল পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউ, কিন্তু আমি এই সাবজেক্ট অত ভালো করে জানি না, বলতেও পারবো না। ন্যাচারালি আমার এই কথা আপনাদের রেখে, এবং যারা আমার পুত্র সম, কন্যা সম এবং ভাতৃ সম যারা আমার থেকে বড়, তাদের সবাইকে বলছি, প্লিজ ফলো, please follow, please save our earth, please avoid the plastic. প্লাস্টিকের ইয়ের মধ্যে গরম খাবার, ঠান্ডা প্লাস্টিক বর্জন এবং ডিসপোজাল, ইটস এ ভেরি হার্ড থিং। থ্যাংক ইউ, নমস্কার।
থ্যাংক ইউ ডক্টর দাস। প্রয়োজনীয় কতগুলো কথা আপনি বলেছেন, ঠিকই তো। এই আমাদের ছাত্রছাত্রীরা আমাদের সন্তান সম, এবং ডক্টর দাস এরা সবাই 90% এন্ড অ্যাবভ পেয়ে বিসিকেভিতে এসেছে। সুতরাং আই ডোন্ট ওয়ান্ট টু রিপিট দ্যাট, ইউ শুড হিয়ার অল দিস থিং অ্যাটেন্টিভলি। গরম 1 কাপ চায়, এনি আইডিয়া? গরম চা যদি আমি কাগজের কাপে খাই, ভেতরে প্যারাফিন থাকে, 25,000 মাইক্রোপ্লাস্টিক ঢোকে শরীরে 1 কাপ চায়ে। যদি সারাদিনে 4 কাপ খাই, 1 লাখ মাইক্রোপ্লাস্টিক শরীরে ঢুকছে। এরপরেও কি আমরা চলে যাব? অন্ধের মতো ধাবিত হব? বিজ্ঞান একদিকে দাঁড়িয়ে, জীবন আর একদিকে। তাহলে আরেকটা কথা বলি, কোভিড শুনতেই পাচ্ছ, আবার নতুন করে ফিরে আসার চেষ্টা করছে বা আসছে। এগুলো তো ভাবতে হবে। তোমরাই তো আগামীতে নিয়ে যাবে পৃথিবীকে। একটু সিরিয়াস হও, তোমরা অনেক সিরিয়াস, অনেক we feel, let us feel proud of our scholars and students. Thank you, Dr. Das. Now may I invite Professor Ramen Kole, organizing secretary of this program, and Department of Agri-Chemicals, head of the department. Professor Kole, please be here. Please.
Thank you, Professor Acharya, for calling me here on the dais. Gurung, please set up this presentation system. We have our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashok Kumar Patro, Vidhan Chandra Keshu Vishwavidyalaya, Vice Chancellor, said it's your encouragement, that's why today we are here. The chief guest, Sri Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety, Government of West Bengal. Guest of honor, Dr. Gitanjali Sharma from National Food Laboratory. Our Dean Faculty of Agriculture, Professor P.K. Mani sir. Director of Research, Dr. Subhra Mukherjee, Professor Subhra Mukherjee. Chief Medical Officer of Health from Nadia District, Dr. J.C. Das. Deputy Chief, Dr. R.K. Das. I am very proud today to stand before my teacher of PhD guide, Professor Asim Choudhury is here. Sir, আমার প্রণাম নেবেন। আপনি আছেন, শুনছেন, দেখছেন, এটা আমাদের বড়ই সৌভাগ্য। Professor Acharya, Dean Postgraduate Studies, sir, you are coordinating this program very nicely for today. And overall, all my beloved students, for your keen interest to have some ideas about food safety for the day. Already we passed 2 days. On 7th it is gone, but today on 9th we are here. My dear student, alumni student of our department, 2 are food safety officer, Dr. Rahul Kormokar, Dr. Sushobhan Das. Thank you for coming here. Deans, directors from other faculties, state deans, my esteemed colleagues, head of the departments and teachers of BCKV and staff, other staff members, other officers of the university. I am very proud to have certain talks on our subject of the department, agricultural chemicals, which is mainly dealing with the pesticide residues, you know. And I will just say a few words about, can I have the slide, Guru? Yes, please. Its relation to food safety, pesticide residues. I can take it here. Yes. No, I hold coach. No problem. Okay. Show the slide. So, our subject topic, pesticide residues, we are dealing, and okay, no problem. Okay, now it's okay. Pesticide residues in relation to food safety. You know, there is no food security without food safety, which is the base for healthy diets and lives. This is as per Director General of FAO. And food security exists when all people at all times have access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food to meet their dietary needs and food preference for an active and healthy life. you know, these the hazards. That's why safety is coming. What are the hazards? These have been classified into physical, chemical, and biological origin. What are the hazards? We can classify many diseases. These are from organisms, biological origin, and our pesticide belong to the chemical origin. And you know, arsenic is from geogenic sources, and pesticides are artificially introduced into the environment for crop protection. Similar is the case. We are talking about the food safety, but food without water, I think diet is incomplete. That's why we need to maintain the water quality as well to have food safety. Because for cooking also water is must. For dietary requirement, water is must. There is no words without, no things happening without water. Same is the case for water. It's the volumetric supply, quantity is required as well as the quality. And it is also contaminated with metals, pesticides, biological, physical, and chemical origins of different categories of hazards. Now I am coming to directly our subject, pesticide residues. You know, these are the agents, maybe chemical or biological, for pest control rather. For pest control, it is mainly used for crop protection, but also used for the veterinary livestock protection, health protection, public health program like disease control, disease spreading, malaria control by mosquito killing. And you know, the pesticide residues are usually toxic. That's why you need to be careful. And this is after application spread into the environment through different processes. And that was pointed out in 1962 first by Rachel Carson, you know the book, Silent Spring. This is the beginning of to be cautious about environment and health safety. And what is the measurement of this safety to have the possible hazards by pesticides? You know, the popular terminology is maximum residue limit. This was originated by, again, the Codex Alimentarius Commission, the joint committee of FAO and WHO, Food Agriculture Organization and World Health Organization. They took the decision in 1964 to implement this food standard program first all over the world in 1964. And risk analysis and safety assessment of pesticides started. This requires two types of data. One is based on the residues remaining the amount after its application for crop protection or the other purposes they are remaining into the environment or the substrate, and its toxicological data, what is causing harm to a biological organism including human being. So these two of data, one is the requirement of measurement and other is the toxicological properties which will determine its maximum residue limit values. Now I like to come to pesticide residues and BCKB, how it is related and when from. When it started to study, we started to study the pesticide residues, their nature, their amount, their quantity, their safety, etc., etc. It was in 1985, and that was under the All India Network project, coordinated project that time in 1985. All India coordinated the research project on pesticide residues. This was initiated in BCKB as a part of All India program in 1985. I can recall our past teacher, and he was also my teacher's teacher, Professor Narayan Aditya Chaudhuri. He was the first officer in charge of this All India coordinated research project of pesticide residues. His picture is there in the slide. And these are some of the incidents we can recall in that picture. And based on our BCKB data, it was also took part to ban HCH use in BCKB in India. Sorry, the use of HCH, hexachlorocyclohexane, organochlorine insecticide, that is banned. DDT used for mosquito control in the public health program, banned for agriculture completely all over the world. And we started the pesticide residue laboratory in BCKB with that All India project in 1985. Sir is here. They started study on these pesticide residues in that laboratory. The name was Pesticide Residue Laboratory, to develop the protocols for safe use criteria. I just like to shorten my speak because we are running 45 minutes late. Now coming to the this origin of pesticide residues by this project, that was led to fight our teachers to have a separate department so that we can devote ourselves full time for that purpose. And in year 2000, the Department of Agricultural Chemicals was established. I'm proud to have that teacher, Professor Asim Chaudhary. He is the founder head. He tried a lot by his heart. We also cooperated him in some aspect, but he took the pain to have this department in that university. Let us have a big clap for our teacher, Professor Asim Chaudhary. We are very happy, sir, that you are here, and we are celebrating the 25 years of our department this year. It was created in the year 2000, 25 years. We are doing teaching, research, as well as extension as per the mandate of our university, and the specialization is the synthetic and the natural pesticides. Now we also have the expertise to develop herbal pesticides from our department as the alternative to the synthetic pesticides for crop protection. So the journey of this department started in the year 2000, and we established water quality monitoring laboratory in the year 2002 that was funded by National River Conservation Directorate under the Ministry of Environment and Forest Government of India, and that took a long journey on the quality of river Ganga. For a long time, we established a separate laboratory. We took 400 kilometer stretch of the Ganga to monitor its quality in West Bengal. Then we had the opportunity to have a funding from the Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, for Export Development Authority, APEDA, Agricultural and Processed Food Products and Export Development Authority, APEDA, and we established one laboratory, APEDA laboratory we are calling, it is Export Testing Laboratory we established. That was particularly for export-oriented commodities, monitoring their safety for the pesticide residues for export. And after that, we had the opportunity to develop a government funding we got, and we developed in 2012 one agrochemical formulation laboratory in the university to develop herbal products of pesticides for the alternative use, to reduce the use of these hazardous chemicals. These are the facilities available for developing the process, starting from the extraction to its formulation and the bioefficacy program in the field as well as in the lab condition. And lastly, in 2021, we combined all these activities. We had a dream to have a single house for testing and training on food and water quality. We developed the Testing and Training Center for Food and Water Quality. This is the infrastructure we have developed for that laboratory, which is capable of doing these pesticides, heavy metals, and the microorganisms for all different other parameters can be taken up by this laboratory we have developed. So these are the journey of different types of laboratories throughout these 25 years of this departmental history. And some of the highlights of this pesticide residue data generated includes we covered method development and monitoring of about or more than 200 pesticides, maintained NABL accreditation for more than 10 years, generated data for more than 25 pesticide industries of national international importance, published more than 400 papers in various journals of significance. And this data utilized for in the national level, like this was the data under MPRNL, the monitoring of pesticide residues at the national level. This is available that 2 to 3% of our residual data all over the country, these are above that safe level we measure in terms of maximum residue limit. This was generated all over the world, where BCKB was also a part. In case of Ganga water, during that period of study, we also conducted pesticide residue monitoring to see whether these are fit for drinking water. We are not drinking Ganga water, we know, but it is used as a source water for drinking. That's why we are interested to see the quality of this Ganga water, how it is containing or burdened with the pesticide residues. And this was, these sort of standards, generation of standards, based on which we can measure or say something about its safety in terms of these hazardous chemicals like pesticides. So these are some of the data. 10 to 70% of these samples were unsafe. And also for the aquatic organisms like freshwater organisms, these are mostly unsafe, not safe. So growing the fish can take up these pesticides dissolved in water, and we can take into the food consuming the fish. So in the food chain, it is moving. So what are the utility of this data generated on pesticide residues in BCKB? These are used to understand the nature of persistence by knowing the half-life values. And persistence in crop, soil and water is mandatory for the registration of new pesticides in our country, authorized in our country, that is under Central Insecticide Board, to ensure food and environmental safety. And data are also used for fixation of maximum residue limit. This maximum residue limit based on this sort of data generation. Without this MRL value, we cannot say this is safe or unsafe. And safe waiting period, this is very important parameter, safe waiting period or the pre-harvest interval of these pesticides in the field, so that it will be safe level, the residue remaining in the harvested products will be safe for consumption. That is also generated after fixing the MRL values. And also we are capable to alternative green pesticides, herbal pesticides like from the plants like koronjo, ghetu, clerodendron and some other different plants, and able to obtain patent for one product in the last year 2024, which could be utilized for the alternative use of for pest control on development of these patents granted. And I'm quickly coming to conclude my session. These are some of the journey we have performed by these 25 years to have safe food in terms of pesticide residues that have been generated and the research conducted in our department by the scientists and mostly by the students, and they gained their expertise and they are now serving. I'm proud that at least 25 to 30 students of BCKB, they are serving as food safety officer right now in the state. Said Joint Commissioner sir, this is our very proud moment to declare that BCKB initiated this process to have the right type of students for your food safety officer in your department. In your department, they can serve, and we are also doing this specialization for them for carrying out the analytical works, the measurement of different types of hazardous chemicals. But there are challenges and the opportunities of pesticide residue analysis laboratory running. I was talking to Madam Gitanjali Sharma that this laboratory really very challenging to maintain, requirement of very sophisticated analytical instruments, costly instruments. All the instruments are costly, requirement of highly specialized manpower for operation and maintenance. Uninterrupted power supply system, that is also a problem nowadays. It has been increasing, and the opportunities are now we have the right platform to collaborate among us the difficulties and to share our responsibilities to go ahead. Institutional collaboration, government support for more utilization of the facilities with funding support, and public private partnership. So with this, I like to conclude my topic. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for your time to listen to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Kole. It's really a nice journey, not only for the Department of Agricultural Chemicals, for all other departments. Professor Kole set an example how to present a department by citing your evolutionary pathway. As the Dean Postgraduate Studies, I am also expecting such kind of presentation wherein the history of the department, the milestones of the department, and the pathway of the departments will be depicted, presented, delineated, described. That is I am expecting, and I am of confidence that, I believe that every department has got huge resources. Thank you again, Professor Kole, for presenting nicely the role and contribution of this department. And now this is the time we are waiting for also, inviting Dr. Gitanjali Sharma, Director of the National Food Laboratory, Kolkata, Government of India. Madam, please be here to have your presentation.
Thank you, Professor Acharya. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Dr. Ashok Kumar Patraji, Professor P.K. Mani, Dean BCKAV, respected Amitabh Sir, Joint Commissioner, West Bengal Health Department, Professor Mukherjee, Director Research, Professor R.K. Kole, Head Department of Agriculture Sciences, Dr. J.C. Das, CMHO, Nadia, all distinguished professors, scientists, and scientific fraternity, staff of PCKAV, all the students present here. First of all, I would like to congratulate the organizing committee for organizing such a wonderful program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Food testing lab.
So my topic, I'm here just to meet the students and to make the students aware of food safety. And you have such a learned professors here, you have such a big team to tell you about food safety, but as I am from FSI, that is Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, so my big role is to make you aware what FSI is doing. As all of you must have heard the name of FSSAI. FSSAI is the body which is looking after Food Safety and Standard Act. So to look after that Food Safety and Standard Act, statutory body, autonomous body has been created, which is headquarter is there in Delhi, and this is the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. And my topic today is generally for ensuring food safety through scientific testing. And as we know that food, and specifically if you say that the safe food is a basic human right, every citizen deserves a food that is not only filling, but also safe, nutritious, and trustworthy. A safe food system is the foundation of a healthy and powered society. And as my earlier speaker, they have discussed the impact of unhealthy food. All of us know that globally also and in India also, it is causing lot of diseases, and lot of deaths are also happening because of unsafe food. And as we see that FSI has been created, and before FSI we were having a different act, which was the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, and so many other orders were there. But while framing Food Safety and Standard Act, all those orders, all those acts, they were clubbed together so that there is only one body which is looking after food safety in India, that is the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. And it's the apex body, and its objective is to ensure safe and wholesome food for consumers. And if you see that FSI is looking after the food which is consumed by citizens of India. It is looking after the import, that is the food which is coming to India, it is being imported into our country, or the domestic market. So we are not, FSI is not looking after the export. For export, we have different bodies, APEDA, AMPEDA, Spice Board, Tea Board, and Export Inspection Council. And FSI has numerous roles. FSI, in brief, if I'll tell you, it prepares the food safety regulations. Food safety regulations, it frames the standards for food products to ensure they are safe for consumption. Standards means like milk. If we are seeing milk, what should be the fat content? What should be the moisture? What should be the in spices? What should be the volatile content? So in this way, standards are framed for each food product. Based on those food standards, we are testing the food samples and we are declaring whether they are passed or they are failing. Those are the quality standards. And FSI is also into licensing and regulations, registrations, and it is making the mandatory for food businesses to obtain FSI licenses or registrations depending upon size and nature. You take any of the food packet, on that you see the FSI license. FSI license is to register the food business operators. And then food testing and surveillance, that is the main role. Risk assessment and management, like sir has told, the pesticides they were assessing, MRLs they were assessing. So that is also the risk assessment. And awareness and education is also the primary role, because until and unless our citizens are aware that these are the rules, these are the standards in place, so that is of no use. And they are controlling the import so that all the food which is coming from other countries, it is as per our standards. And it is coordinating with the stakeholders also, and there is enforcement. Means penalties are there and legal actions are there for unsafe food. And if you see the food safety and standard regulations, they are almost 22, more than 22 regulations. Means if you see that 22 different kinds of laws are there under Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. And so each regulation, it is in place. There are different departments which are looking after those regulations, and to ensure whether these regulations, these standards are in place, these regulations are in place, ultimate our target is to test the samples from the field. So food testing is done. So what is the requirement of food analysis? To ensure consumer safety, compliance with legal standards, label verification. Suppose any food items you are seeing, that pre-packaged food label is there. But whether that label is as per FSI standard or not, it is to be seen. Not every label, it is as per the FSI standards. In which language it has to be written, what are the contents which has to be written. So everything, it has a standard. Label regulations are there. Consumer confidence, to gain consumer confidence, we do food analysis, because everyone knows that yes, if bad food is there in the market, FSO will come and they will pick up the samples. So there is a sense of confidence and monitoring food business operators. And if you see the food analysis, that is my core area, that is I'm working in a laboratory. Food analysis, we are generally under FSI, we are generally testing the food item based on two categories, that is chemical analysis and second is the microbiological analysis. And under chemical analysis there are different aspects, and under microbiological analysis also different aspects. So primarily two category of testing is there under FSI, that is chemical and microbiological. And other than that, a little bit of sensory analysis is also there on the food products. Chemical residue analysis, that is veterinary drugs, naturally occurring toxins, permitted colors, food additives, heavy metals, radiological hazards, pesticides, uric acid concentration, allergens, that is tested. And physical parameters, as you know, that physical parameters should be absent from any food item. Then quality parameters, they are tested by wet chemical analysis. We are estimating the fatty acid composition of the oil in order to ascertain that the oil is from mustard oil or it is from some adulterant oil is there. Antioxidants, presence of antioxidants, vitamins. And in biological parameters, because earlier it was more emphasis was given on the chemical testing, pesticide residue, metal contamination. Nobody was talking about its safety. So when FSI has come up, then there is a need for biological parameters also. So every food item has to be tested for biological parameters. It has to be free from specific pathogens, and viruses and parasites, especially in case of water, it should be absent. So if we talk about the laboratories which are under FSI, we have 2 or 3 categories of laboratories. Primary testing laboratories, because they are testing the first regulatory samples. They may be the laboratories from state, UT, corporations and private labs, but all must be NABL accredited for all the parameters under scope. And second are the national reference laboratories. They may be private labs, government labs, semi-government institutes, including ICAR, CSIR labs. Then comes the referral laboratory. These are, here we test the appeal samples. So suppose lab is testing, sample is going to one laboratory and it belongs to a food business operator, and food business operator is not happy with the results received from the primary lab. Then the sample is referred to a bigger laboratory. That is a referral laboratory. The result of the referral laboratory is the final. So these are generally the national food laboratories under FSI, and many other government and semi-government institutes under ICAR and CSIR labs. They are declared by the FSI. And this I have already discussed, types of the laboratories. And what is required for a laboratory to be notified under FSI? Any laboratory, suppose in your organization also there are number of laboratories are there. If you want to receive the FSI samples, if you want to be a laboratory under FSI, then it has to be first primary is you have to have a NABL accreditation. NABL accreditation means you have to be accredited for ISO 17025, and then you have to be notified by FSI. So basically 2 things are required. So suppose we want to take testing of milk samples. So whatever the milk parameters are there under the FSI regulations, all those parameters you have to have in your scope. And as per FSI, first of all enable accreditation and then enable accreditation for all the parameters which are covered under FSI regulations. It is called the integrated audit. So under integrated accreditation, FSI and enable, you have to have all the parameters and the scopes. So that matrix that will be given to that laboratory will be notified for that food matrix. Suppose milk. Like this, many laboratories, they are having one. It is not possible for all the laboratories to have all the full metrics under FSI as per FSI standards. So at least we can start with one or two matrices, like spice we can take, oil we can take. So in this way, we can be a part of FSI notified laboratory. And apart from the regular laboratories, FSI is having FSWs also. Like today they were showing you the test. So these mobile testing laboratories, they are also there under FSI for awareness and spot testing. So the role and responsibilities of these labs are sample testing as per FSI protocols and to provide accurate, reliable and timely results, participate in proficiency testing, support surveillance, risk assessment and enforcement, and maintain quality assurance practices. So then I'll talk about NFLs, National Food Laboratory. There are 4 National Food Laboratories in India. One is in Kolkata, Ghaziabad, Mumbai and Chennai. They are the FSI labs and they function as the primary and referral laboratories both. And for Ghaziabad, Mumbai and Chennai, they have a public-private partnership. Only the Calcutta lab is totally the government lab, it is under FSI. They have advanced infrastructure for high-end testing and they support training and method development. And if we'll talk about NFL Kolkata, I think all must be proud to say that this is the first laboratory. It was established in 1955 in West Bengal in Calcutta. It was earlier known as Central Food Laboratory Kolkata. This is the primary and referral laboratory under FSI and it is enable accredited since 2008 and it has a high-end equipment. All the high-end equipments are there and it is a world-class microbiology laboratory. And we have an extension center at Nepal also, at Bihar also, Raxaul. It's the Indo-Nepal border. And we are receiving samples from various government departments, customs, defense, FSI, police and courts. So when these reports, when the testing is done as per international and national protocols, then there is a FSI laboratory network, that is Infonet is there, by which these results are transferred. Okay, and so IT generated systems are there and they support the FSI food safety compliance systems. So there are various challenges and opportunities for the laboratories. If we see the FSI looking forward for such a learned academicians like in this institute, because there is a need for good laboratories and there is a need for a scientific fraternity which can understand all these complications in food safety. So, but if you see the state food labs, there is a infrastructure gap in state food labs and there is a need for trained manpower also, and standardization and harmonization. It is a long process. So FSI, it requires a lot of laboratories. So all the laboratories which are competent laboratories which want to work, they should come under FSI framework. And there are a lot of opportunities also. Earlier what was there that only this laboratory or only the laboratories which are under FSI scope, they can participate. But now under FSI, lot of opportunities are there. Any laboratory, if we are a private laboratory, if you are a government laboratory, if you are an agriculture university, if you are a chemical engineering department, any department, if you have a competency, if you have a good infrastructure, you can make your laboratory and you can get notified by the FSI. And because students are here, lot of PhD scholars are here, because it's very difficult because we are testing at PPP level. So high-end equipments are required for each. It is not possible that all the food is to be tested because it is not possible. So we require kits also, rapid food testing kits also. So it is my request that in case you have a research idea, if you have this idea in mind, you can talk to your professors, you can talk to sir also, and then you can bring that idea forward to FSI also, to us also, so that we can work upon. But the main point should be to test those parameters which are under FSI. So those testing kits, they are of great use because in FSW you see that they are going to field. It is not possible to take GCMSMS, ICMSMS, ICPMSMS to the field. So there, those kits, they can serve the purpose because it is the primary screening. It can lower down the burden of analysis. And strengthening, if you see, FSI is strengthening the food laboratories, and FSI is giving funding also to the laboratories. FSI is giving instruments to different laboratories if you are meeting their standards, and FSI is giving manpower also to run those equipments. So all you can see the status of notified laboratories in the states and UTs. We have 245 primary food testing laboratories which are notified under section 43(1) of FSI Act 2006. We have 22 referral laboratories and there are 12 national reference laboratories. And if you see the food safety on wheels, lot of trainings have been imparted by these small vehicles, sample tested, awareness programs, because it is also contributing a lot towards food testing. And this I have already discussed. They are, yes, they are conducting the food analyst exams also. If you are a people from agriculture background, agriculture, chemistry, microbiology, or veterinary science or dairy technology, then you can participate in, you can give this food analyst exam. So this food analyst exam, it empowers you to sign those reports legally. So you can become a food analyst. And if you want to see the lot of literature, it is available free of cost. If you see FSI site, there are if you see FSI site, if you go to food testing, lot of manual of analysis are available free of cost. Booklet for strengthening of food testing laboratories is also there. Regularly trainings are coming up, so you can participate in those trainings also. There are a lot of technical workshops and seminars. And as I have told that FSI is promoting rapid analytical food testing methods also, and FSI is has a validation document on validation of these kits. So you can see FSI is having regulations, awareness, monitoring, training, technology development. So it is not only the sampling, FSI is doing a lot to ensure food safety in this country. So you can join FSI as a citizen also, be aware, educate your family members, contribute to draft guidelines, and as educational institutes, you can take projects, prepare standards for new food products, generate data for setting MRLs, validation of methods. As an expert, I would request you can be a part of scientific panels, committee. You can participate in FSI Eat India initiative. You can do internship. After 3 months, there is an internship program under FSI. So all of the students, you can go to FSI website and you can apply for 3 months internship. You can qualify food analyst exam. You can be a FSI employee also. You can be a training partner. You can be at resource center, and you can be a notified laboratory. So thank you. Thank you everyone. And
Ma'am, for sending out some students for internship. So, organizations, I want to send my young scholars and students for internship to you. And thank you for presenting a whole plethora of opportunities and scope so that both BCKV and NFL can come closer, proximate and productive way. I'm hopeful that lot many MOUs will be there, collaborations will be there, and partnership in research partnerships will be there. And that is really, it is trust and we believe between NFL and BCKV. Thank you, ma'am, again. Now, I think this is the time I want to say that magnum opus. Do you know magnum opus? Balzac. Magnum opus means great creation. And this is the moment to pay our respect and honor to felicitate none other than Professor Ashim Choudhury. So I'll ask the department to accompany him. And before that, I am inviting your rapt attention. এখন এটা নিয়ে আসে হ্যাঁ স্যারকে বসো আমি ডেকে নেব এখন কাছে থাকো আমি ডেকে নেব I want to rapt attention that how illustrious Professor Choudhury is. Professor Ashim Choudhury, born on 27th January 1947 in Kolkata. He completed his BSc Agriculture Honours in 1964 in Agricultural Chemistry and Soil Science. In 1968 from the University of Kolkata, West Bengal. He started his career under the guidance of Professor Narayan Aditya Choudhury, another luminaries, illustrious personality, Professor Narayan Aditya Choudhury, on naturally occurring pesticides. You just see at that time, he had his PhD on naturally occurring pesticides and had her PhD from Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, 1975. He was inducted at the university services at BCKB as the biochemist in 1975. Afterwards, he joined as the lecturer 1970. At the time, it was called lecturer. Now it is assistant professor and reader in 1983 and 1996 subsequently. He became professor in 1996 in the Department of Agricultural Chemistry and Soil Science. He was the founder head of the department established at the Department of Agricultural Chemicals in 2000. He was then offered Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy, professor very prestigious of Calcutta University. It is so illustrious and prestigious. Acharya P.C. Roy chair was offered to him in 2004 by the University of Calcutta under the Department of Agricultural Chemistry and Soil Science and continued as APC Ray professor till his retirement in 2012. Professor Choudhury was also awarded UGC Emeritus Professor 2013 and continued as Emeritus Professor till 2015. He acted as visiting teacher in the Calcutta University till 2018. Now, postdoctoral research. Professor Choudhury did his postdoctoral research at the Institute of Ecological Chemistry, Federal Research Center for Environment and Health, GSF, Germany, under the German Academic Exchange Services called DAD. I'm really happy. One of my scholars also got that fellowship. Now, in 1979 and 1980, and again in 1992, under re-invitation program and senior Fulbright fellowship, that fellowship, then senior Fulbright fellowship in the Environmental Chemistry Lab, United States, Belsevi Agricultural Research Center, Council of Exchange of Scholars, Maryland, USA in 1991. 150 numbers of students. You just see 150 number of MSc students he guided so far, and 25 numbers of students awarded PhD under his guidance. Huge and huge. International collaboration, two number of PhD students were awarded that fellowship in the year 2001 and 2 and 2002 and 3, and then pursued doctoral research under the guidance of Professor Chaudhary at BCKV and Dr. Peter for, I think it is Zurich, Germany, for SZ Zurich, Germany. Research area and publication. His research area of interest were development of phytochemicals as biocides, residue studies, and hazards to environment by high precision instrumental methods, degradation, metabolism, and transformation of agrochemicals in soil, plant, animals, bioremediation, and quality standardization of medicinal plants and nutraceuticals development, pesticides formulation analysis, huge, is robust. Now, contribution in infrastructure development, training and workshop. Under his leadership, the infrastructure facilities developed at BCKPR, model nursery and herbal garden, aromatic plant cultivation and distillation unit, regional quality control lab for the medicinal herbal plants, a nursery cum herbal garden, also a DNA fingerprinting lab was established at Calcutta University. At the time, he started with DNA fingerprint lab. 10 numbers of training workshops were organized by him at BCKB and Calcutta University. Now, I think fellowship conferred by the National Academy. He was awarded as Fellow of National Academy of Agricultural Science, Fellow of NAS Fellow, New Delhi, 1999. West Bengal Academy of Science and Technology called WAST, Kolkata, in 2000. Fellow of Indian Society of Agricultural Chemistry, Allahabad, in 2004. Fellow Society of Pesticide Sciences, New Delhi, 2005. Visiting fellow and special speaker, including public lecture in 2013. University at, it is again Indonesia. Under his leadership, the first academic industry interaction workshop organized by the Department of Agricultural Chemicals, BCKV. Now, guest speaker. He has been guest speaker almost, I think, very great international destination covering United States of America, USDA under Maryland, USA in 1994, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC Pesticides Congress in Washington, DC, London, Japan, and Department of Ecological Sciences, University of Nagoya, Kyoto, Japan, and so many things. And now also member of the Botanical Society of West Bengal. Sir, this is not, we are not offering honors to a legendary personality. We are offering honor to the history, to the tradition, and to a cult figure. Can we expect a standing ovation for Professor Asim Chaudhary? Please. Sir, and sir is also my sir. We are saying sir of sirs, teacher of teachers. Really, it's a very proud moment for all of us, sir. And I am just inviting the departmental colleagues to accompany him to the dais. And now I am inviting, this is my honor to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Sir, please felicitate the legendary Professor Asim Chaudhary, the teacher of teachers, and none other than our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashok Patra, who is also an international scientist par excellence. Sir, this is our honor. You are honoring to our teacher. Yes. Sir, I'm inviting Professor Chaudhary some few words here to illuminate us, please. Hello, hello. Thank you, Professor Acharya, my student, and now is a Dean Postgraduate Studies, BCKV, for kindly introducing me here in the guest authoring. And mostly the students, I am in favor of students all the time from the very first day of my teaching in the Department of Agriculture, Chemistry and Soil Science. The way the head of the department, agriculture chemicals, and his colleagues and VCKV as a whole honoring me, I am very much grateful. Is a really a great privilege, an opportunity for me to be here again, because I got my education in Kolkata University, though ultimately I am is a alumni of Bidhan Chandra Kishi Vishwavidyalaya many years back, but a good opportunity came to me to join as a Acharya P.C. Rai professor in Calcutta University, a famous university. So I went there, but the intention was not to be there, but I want to face my Department of Agricultural Chemicals, the newly built Department of Agricultural Chemicals. I want to put that department in a big canvas of Calcutta University and other university as a whole in the West Bengal. That is what my intention. I know that the facilities I developed here and in association with my colleagues and the students also, it is a really great. And I had a talk with the health department officials, additional secretary and director of food laboratory. Is a really a good laboratory already. Infrastructure has already been developed. This should be preserved. This should be preserved for the benefit of the, not only for the university but the benefits of the as a whole the West Bengal, and the science and the way it was developed, getting funding from the industries, state government, both agriculture and horticulture, and ultimately APEDA. It is really great, and one of, in my opinion, I have visited so many countries, I have visited so many good laboratories and highly sophisticated laboratories, and I am, in my opinion, this is one of the good laboratory. This should be preserved. My request in this seminar or in this workshop to the health department officials, so that this laboratory should be preserved in a way that it can serve for the students, for the benefits of the students, farmers, horticultural farmers, the beneficiaries, exporters. Otherwise, if this laboratory is not maintained, this type of laboratory is never be established, at least at the state university. So my prayer to university administration also to preserve this laboratory, to maintain this laboratory, to make some arrangement to sustain this laboratory. Otherwise it will be a great loss for the state, for the nation as a whole. So I am again requesting or my head of the department and the that it is a really great honor for me to be here again after 24 I have gone. So naturally, after many years, I was able to come over here, and I am overwhelmed to see this honor. I am again expecting that I will be coming again if I live. If I live in this world, so then I'll be happy to be here again. Sometimes I am coming with my students all over the world, all over India. So sometimes they are coming. They are in the different IITs, different big institutes. They are coming to deliver lecture.
So I will be here. I am happy. I am again thank department of the organizer and department head of the department and their colleagues to invite me to get to honor me in this way. Thank you.
যাও 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 পিছনে যাও। না এদিক দিয়ে যাবেন স্যার একটু। ওকে ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। We are more honored by honoring you. Now I think this is a felicitation, very brief felicitation part, and now it is the turn for illustrious alumni of the Department of Agricultural Chemicals, BCKV, as food safety officers. May I invite Dr. Rahul Mandal and Dr. Sushovan Das. Please come on the dais, and I am inviting Professor Mani, Dean Faculty of Agriculture, to felicitate them. Dr. Rahul Mandal and Dr. Sushovan Das, the illustrious alumni of Department of Agricultural Chemicals. Yes. Wait. Professor Mani, please felicitate the illustrious alumni of the Department of Agricultural Chemicals, Dr. Rahul Mandal and Dr. Sushovan Das. আরেকজন না, না তুমি করে দাও, you do it to save time, please. Now get ready, 11 জন আসবে। Now this is the time to felicitate a band of food safety officers, and this is a really very enthralling moment, and may I invite one after another, please come, and dear Professor Mukherjee, please do the honor and show this Sachin Ashok, then Trisha Hajra, please come after another, Trisha Hajra, and Anand Divas Ramarao. এদিক দিয়ে এগুলো নিয়ে আসো, তুমি এখানে থাকো, এদিক দিয়ে আসো, হ্যাঁ পরপর নিয়ে আসো, প্লিজ কাম বি ফাস্ট, এদিক দিয়ে আরো একজন পর চলে আসতে বলো। নেক্সট স্বদেশ সচিন অশোক, হ্যাঁ ইয়েস। নেক্সট তৃষা হাজরা, next Trisha Hajra. Okay, thank you. Trisha Hajra. Now Anand Devidas, Trisha Hajra. Anand Devidas Ramarao. Okay. Then Sankolon Das, Anand Devidas Ramarao, then Sankolon Das, then Toma Roy, Toma Roy, TOMA. You are Toma Roy. Next one is here. She is coming. Toma Roy, sorry. Toma Roy. Ma'am, please come. Shankolon Das. হ্যাঁ। Okay, okay, move. Next, Toma Roy. Next, Rupam Mondol. Rupam Mondol. Oh, yes, yes. Vishike. Okay, great. Rupam Mondol. Glorious, it's glorious. Now, Bidisha Nag. Bidisha Nag. ঠিক আছে শুভ্র একটু তাড়াতাড়ি করো হ্যাঁ বিদিশা নাগ ঠিক আছে বিদিশা নাগ নাও নাও সঞ্চারী দাস yes big round of applause please now তনুপ্রিয়া ভকত now Shamsad Begum Ma'am, Shamsad Begum and now Mr. Deepak Pal, food analyst, Mr. Deepak Pal. It is very be vice chancellor. Thank you, Professor Mukherjee, Honorable Director of Research, for doing the honor. And I am also again thanking my beloved students for their support, the kind of support and euphoria they are expressing really commendable. Now this is the time we are waiting for. My dear students, please be quiet. This is the time we are waiting for to invite Dr. Ashok Kumar Patra, Honorable Vice Chancellor, to deliver his speech. Our respected Vice Chancellor and the source of inspiration to one and all. Sir, please be here.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Acharya. Good evening to everyone, and happy World Food Safety Day 2025 to everyone. So just another few minutes and we will conclude this meeting. So just keep patience. I know it is a long time. From 2:30 or so we are here and now time to go. But we need to complete it. So I will do it very quickly, don't worry. On the dais, we have got our dignitaries, Sri Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety and Additional Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of West Bengal. We have got today Dr. Giranjali Sharma, Director, National Food Laboratory, Kolkata, Government of India. Dr. J.C. Das, Chief Medical Officer, Health, and an announcement that our bus will start at 6 o'clock in the evening. So who are intended to go by bus, you can wait. You will be going by the university bus, so not to worry. And we have to complete it before that. We have got Dr. J.C. Das, Chief Medical Officer, Health, and Dr. R.K. Das, Deputy Chief Medical Officer, Health, Food Safety Cell, Nadia District, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of West Bengal. We have with us Professor P.K. Mani, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Professor Subra Mukherjee, Director of Research, Vidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya. We have got Professor R.K. Kole, Head of the Department, Agricultural Chemicals, and also organizing this very important day. Also, of the dais, we got Honorable Professor Asim Chaudhuri. He was the founder, head Department of Agricultural Chemicals, and you have heard his long history of achievements from Vidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya. So it was an honor today to receive him and listen to him, and an honor to honor him. All the head of the departments, in charges of ACRIPS, all the professors, all the associate professors, assistant professors, all the technical staff of finance, administration, and everyone who are here in this hall today, this evening, and all the dear friends, press and media, ladies and gentlemen. Happy World Food Safety Day, and the theme is Food Safety Science in Action. This is being celebrated, from 2019 by UN in collaboration with World Health Organization and Food and Agriculture Organizations. And the importance of this day, you have heard from the previous speakers in detailed, you have heard from them, so I'm not going to repeat them. The main purpose of this day to bring awareness, to make awareness to all the citizens of the globe, of the world, in India, everyone should know and should be alert about this. We are talking food safety because nowadays lot of contaminations, lot of adulterations, lot of problems with the food. What we are eating,
not safe. Most of the times I tell you, by any different kinds of contamination is happening. It may be your pathogenic, it may be another kind of microbes, it may be heavy metals, it may be pesticides, different kinds of contaminations. And when we eat, and that creates problems. This evening, some of you may get food poisoning, and that is due to contamination. And particularly when we talk about in India, around 120 million of cases every year. That is about 1/3 of the globe, the food contamination in India. And of that, about 1.2 lakh of people die every year. So this is a serious issue. Lot of awareness and actions needed, and there are a lot of opportunities, because there is crisis, there are challenges to avoid, to minimize this problem. So there are opportunities also, different ways to minimize, to work for these particular issues. So today we got galaxy of dignitaries, and they are working in the organizations where the concern is that we need outstanding laboratories to find out the contamination level. We need outstanding laboratories, NABL accredited laboratories. And there are opportunities. I was discussing with Dr. Das, I was discussing with Dr. Datta, that they are very much interested to give us funds, establish world-class laboratories. Just to tell you, Dr. Datta, that we have got excellent laboratories. And these are functioning, but to make it fully functional, to bring them NABL accreditations, we need some support. And as we discussed, we'll work out and we'll make it as early as possible. So we are very much thankful to you, and particularly to the commissioner, that you have showed interest. And this is very important, because more and more contaminations going on, and that is obvious, because lot of pesticides, huge pesticides we are using, lot of heavy metal contaminations, lot of microbial contaminations. And as we all know, every year more than 500 consignments are being rejected, which were going from India. A lot of consignments are being rejected because of these adulterations, contaminations of different kinds, pathological, microbial, salmonella, your ethylene dioxide or so, oxide, spices, Ayurvedic medicines, your dry fruits, tea, all sorts of things. Country has huge opportunities for export. Export is increasing every year, but at the same time, the stringent detections by different countries, because of that, our exports are getting rejected. So we need investment. We need outstanding world-class laboratories, and that is indispensable. It must be, because we are making financial economic losses for the country if we are not alert and if we are not prepared for that. In West Bengal, many places I came to know that ghee is being adulterated like anything, ghee, and that is going to all different parts of the country. I was going through, mustard oil, another thing in West Bengal, and the oil what we consume, but it is highly adulterated by different oils, particularly palm oil, that kind of things, and also other things. The milk is highly, so anything you name thing, and that is being adulterated. So today we are celebrating this day. In fact, it is a matter of concerns, not truly celebrations. What we are eating, some of the things are poisonous. So for things which is causing deadly to our health, we need to stop it. So this program is to make awareness and to work for this sector, for this particular aspect. So all the safety officers, you are here. Our congratulations to you that you are working on a very important issues. Our best wishes to you and all the students. All the students, let me tell you, there are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of employment opportunities. But you have no time to listen. You have no time to listen and you will miss the opportunities. Anyhow, my very best wishes to everyone, and particularly I am very much thankful to Professor Datta, Dr. Das, and all my colleagues who are here today. And I hope this program will make some impact for developing the facilities in the university, our university. And we will be working in that direction. My thanks to Professor Kole for taking initiative, interest, for conducting this program nicely. So he is working for so many days for this program, contacting the people, writing them letters, came to me many times, and we tried our best, and we will make it still better in subsequent years and bring all the facilities to address the issues of food contaminations, to make our food more safer. Thank you very much to everyone. Namaskar, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your very brief but very effective and useful communication. And my dear students, are you ready to pay your attention for 10 minutes just only? 10 minutes. Or you may leave it. You may leave the hall. Or just to honor our speaker, I just invite you to pay your rapt attention for 10 minutes. And he is the last speaker. But I think I am now inviting Mr. Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety, Government of West Bengal. Very important positions. And already we already shared the information that 25 more than BCKV students, they have been placed in the FASAI as the food safety officers. So many more opportunities are there. So I'm cordially inviting Mr. Amitabh Datta, Joint Commissioner of Food Safety, Government of West Bengal. Sir, please have your brief presentation. Oh.
Honorable VC and other dignitaries, যারা মঞ্চে উপবিষ্ট আছেন, আমি বাংলাতেই বলছি। আমার ফুড সেফটি সেট আপের সব অফিসারেরা, আমার প্রিয় ছাত্রছাত্রীরা, আমি বাংলাতেই বলছি। এবং সব থেকে টাফ জব কি তোমরা জানো? সব থেকে টাফ জব সেটা হচ্ছে যে আফটার লাঞ্চ ক্লাস কন্ডাক্ট করা, বুঝতে পারছো? আমরা যখন এরপরে তোমরা তো মাস্টার মশাই হবে বা বিভিন্ন সময় ট্রেনিং নিতে যাবে, দেখবে সব থেকে টাফ ক্লাস হচ্ছে লাঞ্চের পরের ক্লাসটা, আর সব থেকে টাফ জব হচ্ছে সেই সময় তাদেরকে অ্যাটেনশন দিয়ে শোনানো। তোমরা এখনো স্টুডেন্ট আছো, তাই তো? সুতরাং এখনো একমুখী, তোমরা উভমুখী তো নয়, তাই তো? অ্যাডাল্ট লার্নিং, যদিও তোমরা অ্যাডাল্ট হয়ে গেছে, অ্যাডাল্ট লার্নিং এর সব থেকে টাফ জিনিস কোনটা জানো? অ্যাডাল্ট লার্নিং সেটা হচ্ছে যারা শোনে তাদের মধ্যে 90% আবার বিশ্বাসই করে না যে কথাগুলো শুনছে, বুঝতে পারছো? তাহলে এইটা অ্যাডাল্ট লার্নিং এর সব থেকে যেটা টাফ জব সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা শুনবো কেন। এই যে আমি যে বলবো, তোমরা কিন্তু আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারো যে আমরা শুনবো কেন, এটা শুনে আমার কি হবে, তাই তো? আমার কিছু এসে যাবে কি এটা শুনে? এখন অনেকদিন বাদে আসলে এই ছাত্রছাত্রীদের দেখছি, আমার নিজের খুব নস্টালজিক লাগছে, সেই জন্যই বলছি। এই যে শুনবো কেন, এই প্রশ্নটা কিন্তু তোমরা নিজেদের মনে যেমন করবে জিজ্ঞাসা করবে স্পিকারকে যে আমরা শুনবো কেন। অনেকেই অনেক কিছু বলেছেন, তোমরা যে কেউ একজন বলতে পারবে কি যে কেন তোমরা শুনছো এতক্ষণ ধরে? কোনো আইডিয়া হয়েছে? যে কেউ একজন, যে আমরা কেন শুনছি, এ ছাতা শুনে হবেটা আমার কি? হ্যাঁ, বিবেকানন্দ বলেছিলেন তো, কি খালি পেটে কি গীতা পাঠ হয় না, ভালো লাগে না, তাই তো? তোমাদের এখন খালি পেট, কিসের খালি পেট? অনিশ্চিত ভবিষ্যতের, তাই তো? হ্যাঁ, অনিশ্চিত ভবিষ্যৎ। এই যে এত কিছু করছি, এত আলটিমেটলি আমার লক্ষ্য কি? নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়ানো, চাকরি পাওয়া, তাই তো? সুতরাং এখানে আমি যত ভালোভাবেই তোমাদের সুগার কোটিং লাগিয়ে যত সুন্দরভাবেই বলি না কেন, খালি পেটটা কিন্তু এটা, তাই তো? এখন কথা হচ্ছে যে ম্যাডাম অনেকটা ওনার স্পিচের মধ্যে বলেছেন যে তোমাদের যে জিনিসটার মধ্যে পড়ছো সেইখানে ফিউচারিস্টিক স্কোপ কি কি আছে, বুঝতে পারছো? সেইগুলো আশা করি তোমরা শুনেছো। যদি নাও শুনে থাকো তো কোনো মানে টেনশনের নেই, চাপ, তোমরা এখন বলো চাপ নেওয়ার নেই, ঠিক আছে? চাপ নেওয়ার নেই, তোমরা FSSAI বলে গুগলে টাইপ করলেই ওয়েবসাইটে ঢুকে যাবে, ঠিক আছে? শুধু FSSAI টাইপ করলে ঢুকে যাবে, তারপর ওখান থেকে তোমার যা ভালো লাগবে সেগুলো দেখে নেবে। আমরাও তো একটা সময় স্টুডেন্ট ছিলাম, আমাদের ধরো আমি 89 to 92 পড়েছি, 92 আমি গ্রাজুয়েট হয়েছি। এখন 92-তে আমাদের যিনি হেড অফ দ্য ডিপার্টমেন্ট ছিলেন, তিনি আমাদেরকে একটা ভ্যালিডেশন স্পিচ ক্লাসের মধ্যে দিয়েছিলেন, ঠিক আছে? তিনি দিয়ে বলেছিলেন যে দেখো, আজকে তোমাদেরকে যেটা আমি বলছি এটা শুনে তোমাদের খুব হতাশ লাগতে পারে, কিন্তু তোমাদেরকে বাস্তবের সামনে আজকে আমি দাঁড় করিয়ে দিচ্ছি। কি বলেছিলেন? বলেছিলেন যে যে যুগটা আসতে যাচ্ছে ভয়ানক যুগ, এখানে চাকরি বাকরি কিছু নেই, তোমাদের জোর করে চাকরি খুলে নিতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? এখানে জোর করে লড়ে তোমাদেরকে চাকরি খুলে, আমি তোমাদেরকে কোনো সুগার কোটিং দিয়ে, মানে আমি না, আমাদের স্যার বলেছিলেন 92-তে, কোন রকম তোমাদের সামনে আলাদা রকম স্বপ্ন এইসব দেখিয়ে আমি তোমাদেরকে মিসলিড করতে চাই না। এই হচ্ছে আমাদের কলেজ থেকে বেরোনো গত কিছু ইয়ারের, এই হচ্ছে স্ট্যাটিস্টিক্স, ঠিক আছে? এবং তোমরা এই সময়ে পড়তে যাচ্ছ, সেটা ছিল 1992, আজকে হচ্ছে 2025। সেই সময় যা জনসংখ্যা ছিল, আজকের জনসংখ্যা, প্রত্যেক বছর আমাদের জনসংখ্যা কত করে বাড়ে, কারো আন্দাজ আছে? প্রত্যেক বছরে 2% করে বাড়ার কথা, অন অ্যান অ্যাভারেজ 2%, ঠিক আছে? তাহলে সেই হিসেবে তোমরা দেখে নিতে পারো। এখন কথা হচ্ছে আমি তোমাদেরকে মোটেও হতাশ করছি না, স্কোপ তোমাদের প্রচুর আছে। তোমরা আবার এটাও হোক সব ঘটনা, স্বপ্ন না দেখলে এই যে কোকো যে চ্যাম্পিয়ন হলো ফ্রেঞ্চ ওপেনে, কোকো, তাই তো? হ্যাঁ, মহিলাদের মধ্যে কোকো চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয়েছে তো। ও রোজ একটা জায়গায় লিখে রেখেছিল যে আমি ফ্রেঞ্চ ওপেন চ্যাম্পিয়ন হবো, আর রোজ ঘুম থেকে উঠে সেটা দেখতো। বুঝতে পারছো? তাহলে স্বপ্ন না দেখলেও আমার কিছু হবে না। সুতরাং এই দুটোর মধ্যে ব্যালেন্স করে সেটা সঠিকটা কি সেটা তোমাদেরই ঠিক করতে হবে, কেউ বলে দিতে পারবে না। কোনো A+B² ফর্মুলা নেই। প্রত্যেকের চলার জীবন, প্রত্যেকের দেখার মানে ভঙ্গি এবং প্রত্যেকের লড়ে নেওয়ার ক্ষমতা আলাদা আলাদা আছে। ঠিক আছে? এর কোনো A+B² হয় না। মানুষের জীবনে এই ধরনের কোনো কিছু হয় না। যাকে আমি তো আসল জিনিসই ঢুকিনি, তোমাদের বাস চলে যাবে। এখন কথা হচ্ছে যে আমরা তাহলে ফুড সেফটিতে একটু আসি। ফুড সেফটিতে আমরা কি কি করি? আমরা রেজিস্ট্রেশন করি, লাইসেন্স করি, কাদের করি? ফুড বিজনেস অপারেটর। ঠিক আছে? খুব ভালো করে একটা জিনিস নিয়ে এসেছিলাম, এইটা পারলে না পরে একটু ওদের দেখিয়ে মানে কোনো এক সময় যদি দেখানো যায়, এখন দেখানো যাবে না, কিন্তু খুব সুন্দর করে করে নিয়ে এসেছিলাম, বাচ্চারা দেখবে বলে সেই মতো। একটু ওই পরপর একটু চালিয়ে একটু ইয়ে করে যান। হ্যাঁ, অল্প অল্প করে আপনারা দেখতে থাকুন। আমি আর ওই এইটা চলুন ওইটা চলুন এইভাবে বলছি না। আমরা আমাদের যেটা ধরা হয় দেশে, আমাদের দেশে ধরা হয় যে টোটাল যে জনসংখ্যা তার 5% হচ্ছে ফুড বিজনেস অপারেটর হবে। আমি ঠিক ভুল বলে তোমরা বলে দেবে, তোমরা এখন ইয়ং। 5% হচ্ছে ফুড বিজনেস অপারেটর হবে। তাহলে আমাদের গত 20 বছর আগে পশ্চিমবঙ্গের জনসংখ্যা ছিল 10.5 কোটি, তাই তো? 10.5 কোটি ছিল। তারপরে তো হয়নি 2020-তে, এবার আবার হবে যখন বোঝা যাবে। তা প্রায় 20 বছর আগে আমাদের ছিল 10.5 কোটি। তাহলে 5% ফুড বিজনেস অপারেটর, তাহলে কত হচ্ছে? 5% যদি হয় কত হচ্ছে? এবং সেটা প্রায় ধরো 50 কত হচ্ছে বলো, 50-55 লাখ, তাই তো? আর আমাদের এখনো অব্দি রেজিস্ট্রেশন আর লাইসেন্স পেয়ে সারা মানে পশ্চিমবঙ্গে কত হয়েছে? 10 লাখের কাছাকাছিও যায়নি রেজিস্ট্রেশন লাইসেন্স পেয়ে। তাহলে আমরা যাদের কাছ থেকে খাবার খাচ্ছি, যারা রেজিস্ট্রেশন বা লাইসেন্স নেয় তাদেরকে আমরা একটা রেগুলেট করতে পারি। ঠিক আছে? যারা রেগুলেশন এর মধ্যে আসে, মাঝে মাঝে আমরা গিয়ে ইন্সপেকশন করতে পারি, তাদের একটা তথ্য আমাদের কাছে থাকে। তাহলে 10 লাখও এখনো ধরে নিয়ে আমি 10 লাখ হয়েছে, তাহলে 45 লাখ আমাদের কিন্তু এই নেটের বাইরে, অর্থাৎ আমাদের এই ধরা ছোঁয়ার বাইরে, যেটা কিন্তু ম্যাক্সিমাম সেইখানে কিন্তু সাধারণ জনগণ এক্সপোজড হয়ে আছে। এখন কি খাবো, কেন খাবো, এইগুলো নিয়ে অনেক রকমের ইয়ে আছে। আমাদের এবছর যে থিম, প্রত্যেক বছর এফএসএস একটা থিম থাকে। এবছর যেটা থিম সেটা হচ্ছে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী যেটা ঘোষণা করেছেন সেটা হচ্ছে টু কন্ট্রোল ওবেসিটি। ঠিক আছে? কন্ট্রোল ওবেসিটি অর্থাৎ আমাদের যে এই মোটা হয়ে যাওয়া যে এইটা কমাতে হবে। সবার আগে যেটা করতে হবে, ম্যাডাম আরো ভালো বলতে পারবেন এফএসএসআইতে, যে 10% অফ অয়েল এবং অয়েলি যে জিনিসটা ওটার ইনটেক আমাদের কমিয়ে দিতে হবে প্রত্যেককে। ঠিক আছে? 10% এটা কমাতেই হবে প্রত্যেক সংসারে। এইটা করলে কিন্তু, এটা খানিকটা চেক হবে, পুরোটা চেক হবে কিনা জানি না। ওবেসিটি কিন্তু অনেক ধরনের রোগ। আগে একটা সময় দেখা যেত যে 40-এর পর থেকে লোকে বলতো যে প্রত্যেক বছর বছর কি কি করা দরকার, হেলথ চেক আপ করা দরকার। কেন ধরা হতো? যে এই সময় কিন্তু অন্যান্য যে রোগগুলো ফ্যাটাল হয়, অর্থাৎ হার্ট অ্যাটাক বা অন্যান্য যে জিনিসগুলো, কোলেস্টেরল, হ্যাঁ, বা অন্যান্য যে জিনিসটা ক্যান্সার, এইগুলো ক্যান্সার এই জিনিসগুলো কিন্তু ওই বছর সময়ের পর থেকে দেখা যাওয়ার প্রবণতা হতো। কিন্তু এখন যেটা দেখা যাচ্ছে 20 বছর 25 বছরের কিন্তু ছেলে মেয়েদের মধ্যেও কিন্তু কি আসছে, সুগার আসছে, প্রেশার আসছে, তাই না? আমার ছেলে মানে আমি দেখেছি যে ক্লাস 6, 7, 8 থেকে কয়েকজন বাচ্চার শুরু হয়ে গেছে সুগার। ঠিক আছে? ওটা আবার ইনফ্যান্ট সুগার নাকি সব যেন বলেন ডাক্তারবাবুরা, কিন্তু শুরু হয়ে গেছে। তো এই যে জিনিসগুলো, এইগুলো কিন্তু লাইফস্টাইল ডিজিজ। এইগুলো যত এই জনসংখ্যার চাপ বাড়বে এবং কি চাকরি দিয়ে কমবে। সুগার কি জন্য হয়? চিনি খাওয়ার জন্য হয়? কি জন্য হয়? কি জন্য হয় বলো? টেনশন, লাইফস্টাইল ডিজিজ তো ঠিকই আছে, টেনশন, তাই তো? সুগারের মেন কজ কিন্তু আমি এগুলো বললে আবার আমাকে সিএমও সাহেব আর ডেপুটি সিএমও সাহেব এক্ষুনি তেরে মারতে আসবেন। হ্যাঁ, আসলে আমাদের সার্ভিসে জেনারেল সার্ভিস, ডাব্লিউবিসিএস দিয়ে আমি এসেছি। জেনারেল সার্ভিসের ব্যাপারটা কি জানো তো? জ্যাক অফ অল ট্রেডস, মাস্টার অফ নান। তাহলে আমি কিছুই নই, আমি তোমাদের মতো মানে পণ্ডিত নই, আমি স্যারেদের মতো পণ্ডিত নই, আমি ডাক্তার বাবুদের মতো কিছুই নই, কিন্তু ওই একটু একটু করে নিয়ে বলতে হবে, সবটা নেই। সুতরাং এই যে জিনিসটা, এই জিনিসগুলো তোমরা যেটা ইয়ে করবে, আমরা কিন্তু চাইছি ওই যে বাদ বাকি যেটা, যে 45,000 এফবিও, 45 লক্ষ এফবিও যারা, তারা তাদেরকে আমাদের নেটের মধ্যে আগে আনতে চাইছি। এবার বেকারত্বের দিকে ওই 5% কিন্তু এফবিও রেশিও না, ওটা কিন্তু অনেক বেড়ে গেছে। পাড়ায় পাড়ায় দেখবে যারাই বেকার তারা না ওই কোনো না কোনো একটা খাবারের দোকান খুলে বসে যাচ্ছে। ঠিক আছে? সুতরাং এই যে জিনিসগুলো, এইগুলো একটু বোঝা, মানে এগুলো এদেরকে আনা দরকার। আমাদের যারা ক্রেতা, যারা উপভোক্তা আর কি, তাদেরও অনেকটা বোঝা দরকার যে 60 টাকার বিরিয়ানি পাচ্ছি আর খেয়ে নিচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে, যে বিরিয়ানি আসল দোকানে 240 টাকা দাম, তো সেটা কেন খাবো? তার মানে দুটোর মধ্যে কোয়ালিটি একটা হতে পারে না। কেউ নিজের পকেটের পয়সা দিয়ে কাউকে খাওয়ায়, তাহলে 60 টাকার মধ্যেও কিন্তু সে লাভ করছে, তাই তো? সুতরাং কোনটা খাবো কোনটা খাবো না, এই জিনিসগুলো, এই অ্যাওয়ারনেসটা বাড়ানোরও কিন্তু দরকার আছে। অনেকটা টাইম নিয়ে নিয়েছি, তোমাদের বাসের টাইম হয়ে যাচ্ছে। তোমাদেরকে বেস্ট অফ লাক তোমাদের নেক্সট মানে এর জন্য। আর আমার আশা করব যে এই যে একটা ওই স্লাইড দিয়েছি, ঠিক আছে, ওইটার জন্য তোমরা ইয়ে করবে। এইবার তোমাদের পরে আমি ভিসি স্যারকে কিছু বলতে চাই। ল্যাবরেটরি খুব ভালো ল্যাবরেটরি আছে, স্যার বলেছেন 30 কোটি টাকার উনি মেশিনারি কিনে দিয়ে গেছেন। এখন যিনি চালান তিনি বলেছেন বেশিরভাগই আউট অফ অর্ডার, ঠিক আছে? এইবার একটা ল্যাবরেটরি কিভাবে চলে? একটা ল্যাবরেটরি শুধু মেশিন এবং রিএজেন্ট দিয়ে চলে না, কি দিয়ে চলে? চলে হচ্ছে হিউম্যান রিসোর্স, এইচআর। এখন ম্যান পাওয়ার বললে মানে লোকে রুষ্ট হবে, এখন ওটা সুন্দরভাবে বলা হয় হিউম্যান রিসোর্স, এইচআর। এবারে এই এইচআর যতক্ষণ না আপনি পার্মানেন্টলি ওখানে এইচআর ইয়ারমার্ক করতে পারছেন, ততদিন এই ল্যাবরেটরি এভাবেই থাকবে। এর জন্য কি দরকার? ক্রিয়েশন অফ পোস্ট। এবার আপনি বলছেন আমার কাছে ক্রিয়েট করা আছে, আপনিও বলেছেন ক্রিয়েট করা আছে, আমি শুধু অ্যালট করব, করে দিন, ঠিক আছে, করে দিন। সেটা যদি আপনার পার্মানেন্ট ইন নেচারের পোস্ট হয়, পার্মানেন্ট নইলে কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল, এবং সেখানে পারলে এই ছাত্রছাত্রীদের মধ্যেই চান্স দিন কাউকে না কাউকে, ওরা কাজ শিখুক, আবার কিছু পয়সাও উপার্জন করুক না, ঠিক আছে? সুতরাং এই ল্যাবরেটরিটা ভালো করে চালাতে গেলে এইগুলো আপনাদের করতে হবে। আমাদের কাছে আমরা কিন্তু টাইম টু টাইম যেটা করতে পারি সেটা হচ্ছে ওয়ান টাইম গ্র্যান্ট। প্রফেসর তাই ওয়ান টাইম গ্র্যান্ট দিয়ে কিন্তু আপনার ল্যাবরেটরি চলবে না, দাঁড়াবে না, দাঁড়াতে পারে না। হিউম্যান রিসোর্স সবার আগে দরকার, যাদেরকে কিছু লোককে ঠিক করতে হবে, যাদেরকে আপনি ওখানে রেসপন্সিবল করতে পারেন, যে এর ভালো হলেও তুমি রেসপন্সিবল, খারাপ হলেও তুমি রেসপন্সিবল, তুমি পুরো দায় দায়িত্ব নিয়ে ব্যাপারটা করো, ঠিক আছে? এইটা কিন্তু করতে হবে, এছাড়া কিন্তু হবে না। তার জন্য যা যা দরকার, এবার আপনি বলবেন, একটু পরে গিয়ে বলবেন না না আমি আপনাকে বলেছিলাম, ওটা আমি না জেনে বলেছিলাম, আমার কাছে এরকম কোনো পোস্ট নেই, তখন আপনাকে পোস্ট সরকারের কাছ থেকে চাইতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? আমি বলে যাচ্ছি, সব ধরনের সম্ভাবনাগুলো বলে যাচ্ছি, তখন আপনাকে সরকারের কাছে পোস্ট চাইতে হবে। এখন আমি আপনাকে বলছি পোস্ট চাইবেন যে সরকারের কাছে, এখন কিন্তু কন্ট্রাকচুয়ালি চাইবেন, ঠিক আছে? কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল পোস্ট চাইবেন আপনি আপনার ডিপার্টমেন্টের মধ্যে দিয়ে। প্রথমে আমি ভেবেছিলাম এটা হায়ার এডুকেশন ডিপার্টমেন্ট, এটা হায়ার এডুকেশন না, আপনি হচ্ছেন এগ্রিকালচার ডিপার্টমেন্টের মাধ্যমে। তাহলে এগ্রিকালচার ডিপার্টমেন্টের মাধ্যমে আপনাকে কিন্তু ফিনান্সের কাছে এই পোস্টগুলো ক্রিয়েট করিয়ে নিয়ে আসতে হবে, যদি আপনার কাছে পোস্ট না থেকে থাকে। আগে পোস্ট ক্রিয়েট করুন এবং সেখানে কিছু লোককে আপনি এনগেজ করুন, রিক্রুট করুন, রেসপন্সিবল করুন, ঠিক আছে? তারপরে আপনার কি কি মেশিন খারাপ হয়েছে সেগুলো সারিয়ে দেওয়ার ব্যবস্থা, কি কি আরো মেশিন লাগবে সেগুলো আরো কিনে দেওয়ার ব্যবস্থা, সেগুলো পরে করা যাবে। আগে আপনি সেট আপটা তৈরি করুন, হিউম্যান রিসোর্স নিয়ে আসুন, নইলে হবে না, ঠিক আছে? এইটুকুই বলা। আমি আজকে আরো কয়েকটা জিনিস বলতে চাইছিলাম, কিন্তু এদেরকে ভারাক্রান্ত করবো না, ওদের বাস চলে যাবে। আপনার কাছে আমি কয়েকটা আমাদের যে মানে ইয়ে ছিল দিয়ে যাচ্ছি, এটা একটু দেখে নেবেন। থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ মিস্টার দত্ত, খুব প্রাঞ্জল ভাবে একেবারে মন ছুঁয়ে যাওয়া বক্তব্য রাখলেন। আর আমি ছাত্রছাত্রীদের বলি, আরে একটা উত্তর দাও তো, বিরিয়ানি দু রকমের হয়, কি রকম হয় বলতো? একটা বিরিয়ানি তো যেমন হয়, আর একটা কি হয়, ওটা যে বিরিয়ানি, ওই বিরিয়ানি হয় স্বাভাবিক, আর একটা বিরিয়ানি হয় যেটা বসে আঁকো প্রতিযোগিতার মতো রং হয়, তীব্র হলুদ, তীব্র সবুজ, সুতীব্র লাল, এইগুলো থেকে সাবধানে থাকবে রং ব্যাপারে। সুতরাং তোমরা শুধু চোখ বন্ধ করে খেয়ে যাবে না। আর দ্বিতীয় হচ্ছে, রেস্টুরেন্টে যখন খাও না, নিভু নিভু আলোয় গল্প করতে করতে খাও, কিন্তু তোমরা কি জানো, সামনেই বলছি, অনেকগুলো খাওয়া রিসাইকেল, অতীতের স্মৃতি বিজড়িত খাওয়ার, হয়তো সকালের কোনো মাংস, অত কোনো গোধূলির হয়তো এক টুকরো মুরগির ঠ্যাং, এগুলো দেওয়া হয় তোমাদেরকে। এই পৃথিবীকে এ শিশুর বাসযোগ্য করে যেতে হবে। আর সবসময় আমাদের ভালোবাসা, আমাদের আশীর্বাদ তোমাদের রইল। তোমরা অনেকক্ষণ ধরে শুনেছো, স্বাভাবিক, এবং অনেক প্রয়োজনীয় কথা, সেই জন্য তোমাদেরও ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। এখন আমি ডেকে নেব ভোট অফ থ্যাঙ্কস দেওয়ার জন্য, ভোট অফ থ্যাঙ্কস, ধন্যবাদ সূচক, সবচেয়ে সংক্ষিপ্ত, ডক্টর শঙ্করজিৎ রায় এবং ডক্টর রাজীব কর্মকার এসে সংক্ষেপে একটু ধন্যবাদ দিয়ে যান। এই তো আসেন, দুজনই আছেন। আচ্ছা, বাসটা বলেছি 6টায়, এই যে ধন্যবাদ জানাতে যেটুকু সময় লাগে।
Good afternoon, dear friends. It is a great pleasure and privilege for us to propose vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. On behalf of the Department of Agricultural Chemicals and on my personal behalf, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Ashkumar Patro for his keen interest, constant guidance and generous support for the celebration of World Food Safety Day 2025. Sir, we are grateful for the insights shared by you in your today's speech, which will help us continue to improve food safety practices and protect the health of our community. I extend sincere thanks to Professor P.K. Mani, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, for delivering the welcome address. Thank you, sir, for your inspiration, guidance, and also for encouraging such events that go beyond classrooms. A special thanks to Professor Subhra Mukherjee, Director of Research, VCKV, for highlighting the theme of the day. Sir, you remind us that food safety is the shared responsibility that starts from farm to fork. I extend sincere thanks to Professor Subhendu Vikas Goswami, Director of Extension Education, VCKV, for his kind support in sparing the seminar hall and other infrastructure facilities for the purpose of demonstration of food adulteration test with quiz competition by Food Safety Cell, Nadia District, Government of West Bengal. I take immense pleasure in extending the heartfelt thanks to Professor S.K. Acharya, Dean Postgraduate Studies, for his enthusiastic support to us and also for being kind enough to coordinate the today's event. Thank you, sir. I extend special thanks to Sri Amitabh Datta, Additional Secretary, Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of West Bengal, for managing time for us out of his busy schedule and gracing this occasion. You encourage students, sir, by your motivational speech and refresh us by our understanding. Sir, your expertise has been invaluable in educating us on safe food. I sincerely thank our guest of honor, Dr. Gitanjali Sharma, Director, National Food Laboratory, Kolkata, Government of India, for kindly accepting our invitation, gracing this occasion and special address on laboratory's role in ensuring food safety. Your presence here is a testament to the importance of food safety and the commitment to ensuring a safe and healthy food supply. I extend big thanks to J.C. Das CMH Nadia and R.K. Das Deputy CMH and entire food safety team of Nadia District, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of West Bengal for their all-out cooperation in the organizing of today's event. Thank again to you all, sir. I also beg a big applause from the house for the entire food safety team of Nadia district. Please. It is my pleasure to extend gratitude and heartfelt thanks to our teacher, Professor Asim Chaudhary, Founder Head Department of Agriculture Chemicals, BCKB, for being kind enough to accept our invitation and be present here in the today's event. On this occasion, I would like to recall his singular contribution made by Professor Chaudhary for the establishment and further development of the Department of Agriculture Chemicals here at BCKB. Thank you, sir. I also thank our illustrious alumni, Dr. Rahul Mondal and Sushovan Das, for participating in the today's celebration here at BCKB. I also extend sincere thanks to our Registrar BCKB, Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Dean Faculty of Agriculture Engineering, Dean Students Welfare, Director of Extension Education, Director of Farms, Heads of all departments, all teaching faculties, Comptroller, Librarian, Medical Officer, other officers of the university, non-teaching staffs, press and media personnel, photographers, decorator, persons associated with arranging foods of the event and other personnel for their cooperation in organizing the event. A special thanks to Professor R.K. Kole, Head Department of Agricultural Chemicals, for his all-out initiatives and tireless efforts to make today's program a grand success. All the teaching and not teaching staffs associated with the program are duly acknowledged for their untiring efforts. Last but not the least, I thank all students for showing their interest in the program and making this event a grand success. Once again, I thank everyone for their contribution and their important event. Thank you all.
একটা রীতি রয়েছে, এই ধরনের কোনো জাতীয় স্তরের কোনো অনুষ্ঠানের পর আমাদেরকে জাতীয় সঙ্গীত পরিবেশন করতে হয়। আমি সবাইকে উঠে দাঁড়ানোর জন্য বলছি। নগণ মন অধিনায়ক জয় হে ভারত ভাগ্য বিধাতা, পাঞ্জাব সিন্ধু গুজরাট মারাঠা দ্রাবিড় উৎকল বঙ্গ, বিন্ধ্য হিমাচল যমুনা গঙ্গা উচ্ছল জলধি তরঙ্গ, তব শুভ নামে জাগে তব শুভ আশিস মাগে, গায়ে তব জয় গাথা। जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। নমস্কার। আজকের অনুষ্ঠান এখানেই শেষ হলো। সবাইকে আবারও ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি।